In the years after the fall of the Empire, when the galaxy was still learning how to breathe again, there was a secret older than rebellion, older even than the Jedi Order's final days. It was the secret of a third child. Not Luke, not Leia, Kin. The lost brother. Kin Skywalker never knew he was born. Before his first breath could become a cry, he was taken, stolen in the shadows of war by those who feared prophecy as much as they craved power. Hidden in a cryogenic chamber, his body slept while the galaxy burned, froze, healed, and changed. For decades, he drifted in silence, until one day, he woke. The chamber cracked open in the ruins of an abandoned Imperial facility. Frost melted from his skin as unfamiliar stars blinked above him. He was a man out of time, carrying a name he did not yet understand, but the force around him surged like a storm, recognizing its center. Kin didn't just feel the force felt him. The other one. Far across the galaxy, Luke Skywalker had long wrestled with a haunting memory, words spoken by a dying master. There is another. For years, Luke believed it was Leia. He was wrong. When whispers of a Force-sensitive awakening in the Outer Rim reached him, Luke followed them like a trail of destiny. What he found wasn't just another Jedi. He found his brother. Kin stood tall, raw, with untamed power, eyes carrying both light and shadow. Luke sensed something immediately. This wasn't a student waiting to be shaped. This was a force of nature. Tori. The Gray Path. Kin did not accept the Jedi Code, nor did he fall to darkness. I feel both, Kin told Luke, the calm and the fire. Why must I deny one to honor the other? Luke hesitated. The teachings of the past warned against this path, but the past had also failed. So Luke chose something radical. He trained him anyway. Under Luke's guidance, Kin became something the galaxy had never seen, a gray Jedi. He could channel compassion without weakness, anger without corruption. His connection to the Force grew deeper, wider, more dangerous. And something in the darkness began to stir. Darth Varys. From the remnants of forbidden cloning experiments, a nightmare was born. Darth Varys. A twisted echo of Anakin Skywalker, crafted from preserved genetic material, infused with Sith alchemy and raised in hatred. He carried Anakin's strength, but none of his redemption. Where Anakin had fallen and risen again, Varys had only fallen and kept falling.
To destroy the Skywalker bloodline and prove that destiny could be broken.
The fall of Luke. When Varys struck, he struck hard. Worlds burned, Jedi fell, and when he finally confronted Kin, the clash shook the Force itself. Luke arrived too late to prevent the devastation, but not too late to see his brother on the brink of death. Desperation changed him. For the first time since Darth Vader, a Skywalker chose the dark side, not out of ambition, but fear. Luke unleashed power fueled by rage and love intertwined. He drove Varys back, but in doing so, he began to lose himself. Kin saw it immediately. "You're becoming what you fought," he said. "And I'll become worse if it saves you," Luke replied. Balance forged in fire. The final battle took place where it all began, in the ruins of the cloning facility that birthed Varys. One born in light and tempted by darkness, Luke. One born of darkness without light, Varys. One who walked between both, Kin. The duel was relentless. Varys was unstoppable. Luke was unraveling. The Force itself seemed to fracture under the weight of their conflict. Then Kin made a choice. He did not strike to destroy. He reached out. Through the Force, Kin connected to Varys, not as an enemy, but as family. Beneath the rage, beneath the corruption, there was a flicker, a fragment of Anakin. A memory, a feeling, a father. Kin held on to it even as Varys tried to crush him. "Your pain isn't your purpose," Kin said. "You're more than what they made you." For a moment, the storm broke. Varys hesitated. That moment was enough. Redemption of shadows. Luke, standing on the edge of darkness, saw what Kin was doing and realized what he had forgotten. The Force was not about power. It was about connection. He let go of his rage. Together, the brothers anchored Varys in the light just long enough for the truth to surface. Not destruction. Not domination. Choice. Varys collapsed, his identity unraveling, not as a Sith, not as a weapon, but as something tragically human. In the end, Kin didn't kill him. He saved him. Legacy of the Third Skywalker. The galaxy would never fully understand what happened that day. Some would say the most powerful Jedi was Luke. Others would argue it was Anakin. But those who truly understood the Force knew the truth. Kin Skywalker changed everything. He proved that balance wasn't weakness. That light and dark weren't enemies to be destroyed, but forces to be understood. And that sometimes, the greatest power in the galaxy isn't the ability to defeat your enemy. It's the ability to save them.